Hi, I'm Elizabeth Black. I'm a Master's of Arts student at National University in the MAE program, a Master's of Arts of Education. I've been an education specialist with mild moderate disabilities since 2007. Currently, I'm an education specialist mild moderate at an independent study charter school in Riverside County. Also, I'm a mom and a Navy wife, and I also live in San Diego. My goal at National University is to earn an MAE to grow personally and professionally. In this video, I will present my plan of study, including one artifact from each class that demonstrates learning from each of my 10 courses. Then I will analyze how each artifact aligns to the MAE program learning outcomes, or the PLOs as we'll call them, for efficiency. And thank you so much for watching my video. This is just a description of what I just said. Here's the 4 PLOs of the MAE program. This table here organizes the artifacts by course that I've taken, and has a whether it looks for competency at 3 different levels: the introduced, developed, or mastered level. My coursework, you'll see my first course was an introductory course, MAE 610. Then I have listed 2 courses that counted from my induction in my teacher certification. And then I have a combination of special education courses as well as educational technology courses. And at the end is MAE 670, which is applied practitioner research and customized study, which is kind of like a capstone to your coursework. So I'll begin with MAE 610. This is the first course of the master's program, and introduced me to research at the graduate level. The artifact that I included was my source practitioner research study. In this study, I was introduced to how to make a research question, and to create an independent variable, which for me, I chose phonics curriculum, and the dependent variable I chose was reading fluency achievement, and the target age category is upper elementary students, specifically with mild moderate disabilities. From there, I had to research for a case study that aligned closely with my research question, and then analyze it. And so this was my first time going back to school, and I believe it aligned with the PLO 3, which is dedicated to research methods. And this was definitely my first attempt, so it was definitely at the introduced level. The next course I took, this is one from my induction. This is advanced collaboration and consultation and communication for special education specialists. The artifact I found that I believe aligns to the coursework that and knowledge that I gained from this course. I created parent and general education teacher input forms. This is for the IEP team members to provide me with input to use when we're preparing for the IEP meeting, and so that we can collaborate to make an IEP draft that has input from every team member. The PLO that is aligned with is PLO 4, I decided, because it shows areas of professional growth, professional ethics too, in which including all the team members equally into the IEP and their input, and also reflective practices, because the way I gathered input and these input forms, I change it depending on the feedback I have gotten through the years to make it more user-friendly and to get the right kind of information. The next course is also my induction, and this is advanced assessment, instruction, and curriculum modification for mild moderate disabilities. In this course specifically, we learned about how to differentiate instruction, and lots of instructional strategies for students with disabilities. And so this assessment tool is one that I use with a current student that I have now, that uses skills that I learned in this course. And this artifact is a writing assessment to assess the progress on the student's goal. And it's color coded, and it is user friendly for this student. It's so the PLOs that it aligns with. It is a digital tool. It's Google Jamboard, so it demonstrates like developing ways to use digital tools for assessment that are valuable and that work. And PLO2, because it also at the introduced level, because it illustrates how I used the learner's characteristics and tried to create an assessment that was differentiated just for him. And 4, this is SPD 621, Advanced Behavioral Strategies in Social Emotional Learning. There was one strategy that I was introduced to that I really made me reflect on the positive behavior strategies I had been using in the past. It's called the Progressive Response System learning activity. In this activity, we read resources that showed us how that introduced us to this concept. And it's a systematic approach to behavior confrontations with students in the classroom, and with the final goal, using strategies that with the final goal that will preserve the teacher-student relationship. And so the way this aligns to the PLO4 was that it was a really good chance for me to reflect on my practices and grow personally and ways I could incorporate this new behavioral strategy into my practice. And I put it in the developing category because I'm definitely developing in those skills. This is the 5th course, SPD 631, is Special Education Law. I thought I knew a lot about special education law since I've been doing it since 2007 and in the field since 2000, but so much has changed, so many new court cases. And so creating this webliography for parent law resources, it gave me opportunity to research and really know the content so I could help parents understand the law when their student is new to special education. The webliography has digital resources for parents, and I had to research each one to find out if it's reputable and user-friendly and in parent-friendly language, and if it aligned correctly with special education law. So I put it aligned with PLO1 as mastery of using digital tools, because it is specifically digital and shows that I can use the digital tools to for instruction. Also, the aligns to the category of PLO3 in developing, as using the research methods to research the topic to inform my instruction and to instruct parents. And when researching, I really had to check the resources for their reputability, for their relevance to special education law. In the 6th course is Educational Technology Foundations. And this was an introduction to educational technology. And so we were required to make a professional development to share with teacher peers for copyright, fair use, and ethics. And so in doing so, in this PD, that it aligns with PLO3, and it shows continued development of using research to inform the teaching practice, as I use 10 research sources to inform this and create tips for teachers and activities where teachers could really use. And then also PLO4 mastery, because I really reflected on how I was following copyright laws, and then how it informed my ethics when I'm creating learning activities for my own students, and presenting the information in the form of a PD to peers allowed me to grow personally, gain confidence, and grow professionally. In the 7th course is instructional design. And when I first enrolled in this, I thought that it was more like lesson planning, which I thought, oh yeah, I know this. But in fact, we learned more about course designs for online courses or mainly digital courses. So it's very interesting. We created our own course. We designed the course. We conducted a needs analysis. And so I decided, when I did that with my own students, I decided that they needed a course on how to participate successfully in virtual learning. So I created an entire course module with different objectives. I was new to that concept. So in the alignment, PLO1, it was an introduction to LMS platform and creating modules and learning objectives. It really challenged my digital tools, and also it was something totally new for me. So it was definitely in the introduced category. And then PLO2, as I was designing instruction and using my past skills as well as new skills. So I found it somewhere in between an introduced and developed category. In my 8th course, educational technology and theory, the artifact I chose were 2 infographics that I created about new educational technology theory and learning theory and how it's connected. So these are new theories that have come out since with the digital age, and creating an infographic was also new to me. That's why I feel that it aligned with PLO1. It was a new digital tool, and then also PLO4 in the developed category, because I was developing skills to research and reflect on the research, reflect on my own ability to narrow down my writing skills so that I could just present the most relevant information, because when creating an infographic, you're limited with the space on the picture of what you can include. So it also increased my my professional and personal growth. There was a lot of learning in this class for me. The 9th course I took is Educational Technology 631, Media and Instruction. In this course, we created all kinds of multimedia things. The artifact I'd like to share is my instructional video that I created. This is a unique instructional video customized to my students' needs and the level that they are at. So the 2 PLOs that this aligned to is one, in a mastery level. This project took 4 weeks to create, and we went through every step of the creation process, including writing a script, a storyboard, peer review, many different steps, editing, adding music and a title page. And for that reason, I assigned PLO one at the mastery level, as well as PLO2 at the mastery level, because it also shows mastery of how I was designing a lesson plan and a storyboard that was unique and customized to the specific needs of my student population. This project was designed especially for them that I see once a week, and then they could practice the specific skills throughout the week. So it's really adjusted to their need. In the 10th course is the last course, MAE 670, Applied Practitioner Research and Customized Study. The project I included, or the artifact I included here, is the practitioner research proposal. And this research proposal is based on the research and the case studies that we researched to align with our research question. And as we analyzed our 5 case studies and we found the limitations in the research questions, and I created a justification and rationale for a new research study that would answer my own research question. And I put the alignment as aligned to PL03 mastery, to the practitioner research study skills, because over the course of the 10 courses, in each course I did research papers and studies. So this wrapped up all of my learning. And as I wrote my own proposal that included a research question, background, methods and procedures, findings and limitations and areas of future research, as well as the picture artifact that I show is the research proposal timeline that I included, that I also created using my infographic skills that I learned in my educational technology courses. So let's see what we have. I think we're near the end. We are. Thank you for watching my video, and good luck to you all. Bye.